Hello and welcome to Brookdale Newsmakers, your source for what's happening in and around our campus. Summer Shakespeare is an annual event produced by Brookdale's Performing Arts Center to celebrate the works of the titular playwright. Here to talk about this year's production, Titus Andronicus, is John Buckebeck, Theater Department Chair and Professor. Thank you so much for joining me, John.
Thanks for having me, Laura.
So I understand this is the 14th year of Summer Shakespeare. Congratulations on such a long-standing run. Give us a little bit of background on this sort of production.
Summer Shakespeare originated, I guess you would have to say technically it originated when I was an actor about 25 to 30 years ago. The school that I went to for undergraduate, which is Ramapo College in New Jersey, my former professor did Shakespeare Out on the Lawn, and I did it as an actor, and I did it as an assistant director with them. Then I did it with McCarter Theater for a little bit also. And when I took over as a full-time theater professor here, I decided that I wanted to do Summer Shakespeare on the Lawn. The idea of it was to offer free Shakespeare theater to the community and to produce it in the summer in a nice environment. So that was sort of where it started. When I got here, the first year we did it, and there were some people who thought, maybe it won't work, maybe it will work, and people came to it. And just the fact that we're in year 14 should explain that people keep coming to it because they seem to enjoy it.
Absolutely. Now, I mentioned previously that this year's production is Titus Andronicus,
Yes,
which is a little bit of a lesser-known work of Shakespeare by most of the public. What's the backstory behind it?
Titus is considered Shakespeare's first tragedy. He was a young playwright, and it's sort of like he took everything he could possibly think of and threw it into this play. It is about Titus, who is a Roman general. He has conquered the Goths, and he is victoriously coming back to Rome, and he's bringing Tamora, who is the queen of the Goths, and Tamora's son with him as prisoners, and he gets to Rome, and there's a discussion over who should be the next emperor, and some Romans want it to be Titus. Titus says, no, I don't want to be the emperor, and he says, back this guy. And when that guy takes over, all of a sudden you have anger and betrayal, and everybody sort of gets upset with each other because people get murdered and people get upset to the point of wanting to revenge, so everybody sort of gets at each other.
Fascinating. So what should our audience members know about this play?
The first thing you want to be aware of is, a lot of people ask, actually someone called the other day and asked if they're, because I opened it up, the casting is opened up to everyone. And I had a woman call and ask if her daughter could be part of it, and she was 16 years old. And usually I don't have a problem with that, but this content material, we have, at least on stage, you have 9 murders, you have a situation, a rape situation, you have decapitation, you have all sorts of rather NC-17 material. So what you could be preparing for is something that is rather graphic. And over the years, since it's been reproduced in the 20th into the 21st century, some people go on a presentational side of it. Some people go for the full-out effect of the reality. So we're going to try and go that way with it.
So certainly, so not for the faint of heart.
Not for the faint of heart. Good point.
So when is this play going to be performed, and how can you get tickets for it?
Well, first of all, you don't need tickets because we are free, and it is on the Great Lawn, which, if people don't know that, that's the lawn between the Corn Crib and Larison Hall on campus. You can get there by pretty much parking lot 2. Some people go to 1, but that's a further walk. It is going to be performed July 9, 10, 11, and 12, and then July 16, 17, 18, and 19 at 7 p.m. every night on the Great Lawn. You can bring a chair, bring a blanket, bring a picnic. It is open seating, and the only thing that stops us is rain. And the rain stops us just simply because if it rains, we don't have the ability to remount the production inside. And if there is a rain situation on any one of those days, they can call the PAC box office and someone will let them know whether we are on or not.
Great. Well, thank you so much for telling us about this play, and best of luck in your production.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for joining us on Newsmakers. My name's Laura Vetter, and to watch us on demand, Log on to brookdalecc.edu.